Alright guys, so this video is basically just going to be me talking about health stuff that people don't really talk about. It's going to go over two main points, that being hydration, electrolytes, and protein and fiber. So let's get into the first one. Everybody tells you to drink more water, but nobody really explains what hydration actually is. Because hydration isn't just about drinking as much water as possible. Your body also relies on electrolytes, minerals like sodium, potassium, magnesium, and chloride. These help with fluid balance, muscle contractions, and nerve function. And one of the biggest misconceptions is that sodium is actually bad for you. I'm sure most of you know this, but your body actually needs sodium. The issue is that plenty of people already get it from processed foods like your average McDonald's meal, so that doesn't automatically mean that everybody just has to put huge amounts of salt in their water. Electrolytes become more important, it's actually when you're losing a lot of them through sweat. If you're doing any sort of physical activity, you're not just losing water, you're actually losing electrolytes such as sodium and chloride. But that doesn't mean everyone needs an electrolyte drink every single day. You're most likely getting enough electrolytes through your food, and that's something I think health content gets wrong all the time. People take one true statement, that being your body needs salt, and then they turn it into everybody needs salt water every day. Or they hear water is important and suddenly think they need to force down a gallon every day. Health usually isn't that extreme. It's about context and balance. How much are you sweating? What are you eating? What does your body actually need? So yes, absolutely drink your water. But just understand that real hydration isn't just counting how many bottles you drink today. It's a little bit more complicated. Okay, on to the next, protein and fiber. When people start trying to eat healthier, one of the main things they focus on is protein. And protein is extremely important, but there's one part of your diet that gets overlooked. Fiber, and ideally you should be paying attention to both. Protein isn't something you eat to just build muscle. Your body is made up of proteins, and you need protein to repair and build tissues. Proteins are involved in everything from muscle and skin to enzymes and processes happening inside of your cells. When you eat protein, your body actually breaks it down into amino acids, which it can then use to build proteins it needs. That's why getting enough protein matters even if you never step foot in a gym. But then there's fiber. Fiber is a type of carbohydrate that your body doesn't completely digest like other carbohydrates. And that's part of what actually makes it useful. Fiber can help keep your bowel movements regular, and certain fiber are actually broken down by bacteria living in your gut. You'll usually find it in foods like fruits, vegetables, beans, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. And this is actually where I think people make a mistake. They build an entire diet focused on hitting a huge protein goal. Protein shakes, protein bars, chicken, eggs, meat, etc. But barely eat any fruits, vegetables, beans, or whole grains. Or they'll go the opposite direction and think eating one big salad makes their diet great. Your body needs more than one nutrient. So instead of asking how much protein does this have, start asking what else am I getting from this meal. Maybe you have eggs with fruit, chicken with vegetables and potatoes, Greek yogurt with berries, or even ground beef with beans and rice. You're getting protein but also getting fiber and a lot more range of nutrients. Protein gets a lot of attention because you can physically see what it helps build, but some of the more important parts of nutrition are the things you don't notice immediately. So yeah, that's my take on health things that people don't really talk about that much. Yeah, let me know what you guys think, and definitely consider liking and subscribing. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.